I'm Kate Wendelton, president of the 5 O'Clock Club. This is our 56th HR Network Breakfast, and actually most of you have been here before, and you already know how great these programs are, and so we have another one for you today. About half the audience are customers of ours, and we owe you a debt of gratitude, our customers, because without you, we wouldn't be able to put these events on for free. So you can come for free and others can come for free as well. So we really appreciate our customers. We appreciate our customers showing up too. It's a chance to say hello to old friends. Plus, our customers often tell us that they are heroes in their organizations for having chosen the 5 O'Clock Club for their outplacement and executive coaching needs. And they're heroes because of the quality of the service and our prices. So you can be a hero too, just why aren't you using us if you're not? Anyway, just tell you a few facts. Did you know that we pay our coaches anywhere from actually $110 to $150 per hour? That's what we pay our coaches, $110 to $150 an hour, depending on the level of the person you're coaching, and then $200 an hour for executive coaching. Now, why do we do that? The other outplacement firms, boutiques, and the big ones pay their coaches $35 an hour, regardless of the level of person they're coaching. And they load them up. And people tell us from the outplacement firms, that is people who are senior executives at the outplacement firms, that they make money only when half the people they are paid for don't show up. So they overbook the counselors. I'm not trying to disparage all of them. There are some probably good firms out there, but this is the way it is in general. So we say, this is a bad model. It is broken, as David Madison always says. And so we say we pay our coaches. Why? Because we want to give them an incentive to do the right thing. And the right thing is to meet with the job hunter. Meet with the job hunter. They get paid only when they actually meet with the job hunter. And so who else does that? Who else tries to provide the right incentive for coaches so that your former employees or your people who are getting executive coaching are taking good care of? We want to make sure that you get your money's worth too. So we send you a monthly report letting you know that the people are in fact using the service. So you get a report every month so you know you're getting your money's worth. In addition, we don't have a sales force. How can we get business? Well, we get business because people hear about us and refer other people. But we don't have a sales force. Where do we spend our money? Customer relationship managers. We spend our money on the back end, and the customer relationship manager's job is to make sure the job hunters are being well taken care of, or those people who are getting executive coaching, and also to make sure that you know that your people are being well taken care of. Who else does that? Who else has customer relationship managers? Nobody I've ever heard of. Do you know that our 200 certified coaches around the country are all certified by us? They have to go through a grueling 4-month certification program. Even if they've been coaching for decades elsewhere, that's not good enough for us. They have to unlearn the crap that they think they know based on their own experience. It's not based on research, it's based on the experience of a test case of one coach. No, they have to unlearn that stuff. They have to learn the research. They have to do before and after resumes, so we make sure they're not cookie cutter resumes, blah, blah, blah. Who else requires such intensive coach training? Nobody. And this is in addition to the other certifications they might have. Do you know that our outplacement programs are for a minimum of 1 year? And we say a minimum, we really mean a minimum. That is, a person can put their time on hold for any reason. They take a consulting assignment, even if they take a new job. What if they don't like that job? What if it doesn't work out? We help them find another one. We don't come back and ask you for more money. They can put their time on hold for, when we say any reason, we mean literally any reason. I'm going to have a baby, I want to go into the Army, I want to go to graduate school, I'm taking a consulting assignment, I just don't feel like it. I want to paint my kitchen. Whatever. They can put their time on hold. And so that 1 year can easily become 2 years if they want. And of course, we want a happy landing, not just a landing. So we don't declare success just because they got a consulting assignment or even just because they got a job. We want to make sure it's the right job. Do you know we have the most effective outplacement program? It's the only one based on true research, 25 years of research into who gets the best jobs and why and how. And so we don't want people sitting at these stupid, ridiculous databases of empty job openings and where they waste your time. Only 3% of all jobs are filled that way. So sure, go ahead and look at the job postings and maybe you'll be lucky, but it's only 3% of all jobs are found that way. So we have our books, our CDs, our MP3s that contain the research and are used as reference materials by the job hunters so they can find out what the real truth is. By the way, the typical executive with the 5 o'clock club has a new job within 16.4 weeks. And we're talking about executive level, over 200,000. And that, compared to the population as a whole, Bureau of Labor Statistics says it's about, well, they do it for the whole population. They say it's about 35 weeks. But if a person gets discouraged and drops out, they don't have a customer relationship manager going after them saying, what are you doing? You're not taking part in the program. That's what customer relationships does. So we're so much cheaper, yet we provide much more for the price. But enough about us from me. Let's hear about us from one of our members. His former employer paid for his outplacement services with the 5 o'clock club. He attended a total of 6 weekly small group strategy sessions. This is, I don't know what, 5, 6, 8 job hunters of the same level with their career coach who meet weekly for strategy. And he saw his coach for 10 hours over the course of the 4 months that he was with us. And he landed an SVP position with a prestigious large consumer bank. So he can continue with the 5 o'clock club if he wants for executive coaching in his new position. Come back to the group if he wants. He has a lot more time with us. But anyway, let's just hear from Tony, and I'm so grateful that he's coming here to report. We always need to hear the coach's point of view because, often the coach has a different perspective. So take it away, David.
Hello, I'm Tony, career coach, and I'm very proud of that. At our very first session, we went through kind of his history. We sat down over a cup of coffee and went through his history, where his head was, over what had just happened to him, and kind of talked it through. And it was obvious by the end of it. Well, first of all, he tells me that he was a fixer. Through his whole career, he was a fixer. And it's obvious he's had a career that he loved. He was in an industry that he loved, that he had an unusual amount of common sense, and he had tenacity. This man has taught martial arts for 45 years. So he had kind of the normal concerns of many of our clients, his age, the fact that he'd been in the same sector of his bank for 10 years, and kind of the state of what was going on in the financial markets. So we went into the assessment exercises. And what really warmed my heart and his was the 7 stories. The 7 stories is where we ask our clients to go through their history, both personal and professional, and identify 25 times in their history where they did something really well and they loved doing it. They're sweet spots, or Kate calls them motivated skills, but it's their sweet spots. And we spent 2 full sessions going through this. Tony did it with his usual rigor. He went on and on and on. And then we sat down and went for 2 sessions. And 2 important things came out of that. Number 1, you could almost physically see his mojo come back. He went back to those times in his life that he had identified a problem and he had fixed it. The accomplishments that warm your heart and make you realize, hey, I'm good. I work hard and I'm good. And number 2, those stories led to the development of some phenomenal accomplishments and an incredible resume. And if you were to look at this resume, you would immediately say, get that guy in here. Let's talk about this stuff. It's one of the richest resumes I've ever seen, and it's absolutely because of the work that he did on the 7 stories. And my last comment, the famous cards, Tony had identified a problem that needed to be fixed, and he embraced the 5 o'clock technology, 5 o'clock methodology from the get-go. He worked it, and he proved, like many of our clients do, that if you do it, it works. Thank you.